Thinking of moving to the Kansas City area? Not so fast. Take into consideration these 10 things first. Number 1, our airport is nice and new, but it is a non-hubbing airport. So what that means is if you want to fly anywhere other than another hubbing city out of Kansas City, it is not a nonstop flight. For the most part, that is true. Be ready to connect. The nice thing is, from Kansas City, you're pretty much halfway there to anywhere in the country that you want to go. Number 9, if you are a home team contrarian, this is going to be a very difficult city for you to live in. Now, what is a hometown contrarian? If you are one of these people that love to hate the home team, this is going to be very difficult for you. Here in Kansas City, we love the Chiefs, and we wear red every Friday before a Chiefs game. So that's at least 17 days out of the year that you're going to need to wear red. If you do not wear red, you are going to be identified. Word to the wise, don't hate the home team if you move to Kansas City. Okay, the next thing to consider before moving to Kansas City, if you are a Raider fan, this is not the city for you. You're going to have a very difficult time with this city. And this, oh wait, so I messed up on that B-roll. I don't know where that came from. Okay, here's the B-roll that I meant to roll there. That's how Kansas City fans think of Raider fans. So you get the picture. If you are a Raider fan, Kansas City's not a good city for you. Okay, the next thing to consider before moving to Kansas City, if you are prone to outdoor allergens, my goodness, this is a tough city to live in. We have springtime allergies, summertime allergies, and fall-time allergies. And if you get through all of that, you're just in time for cold and flu season. So if you are allergic to ragweed, pollen, oak, you name it, it's a tough city to live in. Believe me, it took me a while to suffer through this, to finally get used to it. But I'm talking from experience. It is a tough city for that stuff. The next thing, if you are a person that loves skiing off of mountains or going to beaches, we are about as far away from oceans and mountains as you can get in the United States. So keep that in mind. There are no tall mountains around here. There are no oceans around here. The next thing, thunderstorms. We have very loud and intense and frequent thunderstorms here during the summer. Oh my goodness. We have a lot of lightning, hail, tornadoes, you name it. If you're going to live in Kansas City, you probably want a basement. Even if you don't think you need a basement for storage, you want a basement because that's where we go and hide when the tornadoes come. So keep that in mind. Get a house with a basement. The next thing to consider before moving to Kansas City, if you are looking for a walking city, this is not a walking city. Oh my goodness. Everything in this city, every place that you want to go to is at least 20 minutes in a car away. Okay, there is some exceptions to that rule. If you tell yourself 100 times a day you are in a walking city and you live downtown and you don't care about sending your kids to a highly rated public school system. Yes, there are a few places that you could consider a walking part of the city. Other than that, if you're looking for, let's say, a 4-bedroom house and you want to go to a highly rated public school system, Kansas City is not a walking city. Okay, another thing that people don't talk too much about Kansas City, and this is depending on where you are coming from. If you are coming from a city that works 9 to 5, Kansas City is an 8 to 5 city. And when I say 8 to 5, that's basically what the losers do. If you want to get ahead in Kansas City, you work 7 to 6. That's what we expect here. That is the work ethic in Kansas City. So be prepared for that. If you don't like to work, this is not going to be the city for you. Number 3, if you have type 2 diabetes, be very careful of Kansas City. We love our food, and we love our food in big quantities. And typically that food is barbecue. And barbecue is just a perfect combination of salt, fat, and sugar. Believe me, I'm addicted to this stuff. It's if you have type 2 diabetes, I swear, this is going to be a tough city for you. Okay, we've made it through 8 reasons not to move to Kansas City. If you're still with me, if you still think you want to move here, then call this number. I will help you find a house in this area. I moved here in 1996, so I'm starting to learn the area pretty well. Okay, the last 2 things to consider before moving to Kansas City. If you are a 2-person, okay, now what do I mean by a 2-person? TOO. If you are the type of person that frequently says, whew, it's too hot, or oh, it's too cold, don't move to Kansas City. Kansas City has about 4 days a year where you legitimately can say it's not too hot or it's not too cold. It's always too hot or too cold in Kansas City. It goes without saying. You do not have to express that it's too hot or too cold to everybody else that's also suffering from, yeah, it's hot, it's cold, okay? We need a rugged person here in Kansas City. Okay, the last thing to consider before moving to Kansas City is the humidity. When it's too hot, it's also too humid here. The humidity is crushing. Now, if you're coming from a place that does not have high humidity, what that makes you feel like is, one, when you sweat, the sweat never evaporates. It just stays there. When you go to the shade, when you're outside, the shade is really no cooler than when you're in the sun. It is intense. It is like being in a sauna. It really is. That's the best way I can describe it. So keep that in mind. Now, if Kansas City still feels like a good place to move to, fantastic. We welcome you in. We like a strong breed of person to come here, as long as you're not a Raider fan. All right? Take care.